Some people born into money, so $1,000 car payment ain't nothing.
I grew up rich. A lot of people in my last video of me talking about my $1,000 car payment and being bougie were pressed, and I understand, I could see why, but I also didn't mention the fact that my mom grew up very poor. She'd never had what we had, okay? She is in school right now. She's finishing her doctorate. She has many degrees, and she has her own business. As kids, she gave us everything she never had. Disney trips, always paid for. Even our boyfriends could come on the trips, paid for. Nails, toes, hands, everything. Highlights, she would take us to the salon. If we needed eyeballs.
First off, guys, I thought rich people always pay cash for everything. Now, I know that's not true for every single thing they buy, but I was always told that most rich people either lease their cars or pay cash for them.
Threaded or waxed, she took us. She took such good care of us and made sure we had everything that she never had. So I want to do the same for my kids, okay? I have 3 kids, and no, it's not easy. But I want to work hard enough to give them what my mom gave me because they deserve it. One thing about my mom is that she likes to keep up with the new cars. So usually she gets a new car, brand new. She pays it off in a couple years, and she'll pass it down to my sisters, okay? And that's the part that comes in where I like to have new things because I was raised like that. My mom always, like, if we got a car, it had to be of the year because she's very big on safety or whatever, right? Which I agree with her, but she always gave us brand new cars. So I grew up like this, and I'm going to do the same thing for my kids.
Yep. I work in luxury sales, and these are the highest payments we've ever seen. It's our sales manager, Shaq. What's the highest payment you've ever seen?
Shit, probably 4,800 to 84 months.
Yeah.
What's the highest payment you ever seen?
4,100.
What?
Seen.
37.
What's the highest payment you ever seen?
That's crazy.
3,250.
Jeez. Alejandro, what's the highest payment you've ever seen?
4,300 on a lease.
Jeez.
Hold on. These have to be like Lamborghinis, Porsche, something for the payments to be over $4,000 a month for 84 months, guys. That's crazy. There's no way I can do that. That's mortgages on 2 or 3 homes. That's crazy.
What's the highest payment you ever seen?
About $3,200 on a V Series Escalade.
What?
All right. What's the highest payment you ever
Hold
seen?
on. Escalades are about what, 100 and something $1,000. So the payment's gonna be that high. I guess I never own an Escalade.
This payment that I've ever seen is $4,400. This young lady, she purchased a 2024 Cadillac Escalade V.
Ooh. Sean, what's the highest payment you ever seen?
2,700.
Ooh. What's the highest payment you ever seen?
40 bands down, 38.
What's the highest payment you've ever seen?
2,800.
Well.
I have spent $32,196.23 on a Furman Klarna since 2020.
All right, guys. See, this is a little something different right here. These are those buy now, pay later. These people are in so much debt, it's unbelievable. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never used this stuff before. I probably bought something that cost maybe $200 or $300, but I've never bought anything over that amount. These people are crazy for this.
22. And the big question is, what did I purchase? If you are new here, hi, my name is Diva, and I am $107,000 in debt, and I am the Affirm Klarna girl. Yep. When I started this journey, I had $9,500 in debt to Affirm Klarna. I now have it under $3,000, and we are about to pay off 8 of those suckers next week. But what did I purchase? This is the question everybody always asks. Honestly, everything under this. I have done groceries. I have purchased concert tickets. I have purchased Airbnb. I have gotten my car.
See, a lot of times it's always unnecessary stuff. Like me, for myself, when I first started out on YouTube, I used a similar service. I don't think it was called Affirm, or maybe it was just a different name to get my first camera. I mean, it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I paid it off, before the interest kicked in. So something like this can get tricky, and you can forget. You end up charging more than you can pay off. I mean, I've seen people get in so much debt with these things, it's out of control. So you got to be careful, man, because they make it so easy for you to get it, and then you forget about it, and then the interest kick in, and now you're paying triple for something that was $100. You could have just paid it off with the first payment.
Are fixed on Affirm and Klarna. All kinds of stuff. I think I've even gotten gift cards for random stuff.
See what I'm saying?
You can pretty much purchase anything you want almost on Affirm and Klarna. And I do get questions like Affirm. Yes, I have 12-month plans. I have not purchased on anything on Affirm probably since last February. So it's been almost a year. And a lot of these are finally coming to the end, but also I've paid off a lot. I literally had like 50 of these when I started this journey in May. It's crazy. It's insane. I know what I'm saying is insane. However, I am saving my very last payment on Affirm. It was something that I actually don't regret spending money on. I regret financing it, but it was pretty big, and it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
See, so and now, guys, if you don't make those payments, they put it on your credit report. Before, they didn't even check your credit or nothing. But now, if you don't make the payments, it can ruin your credit. It's so many people in so much debt because of this Affirm stuff. It's out of control.
Hot take, having a paid off car is not one of my goals right now. And I know y'all are going to absolutely come for me in the comments for saying that, but I'm okay with having a car payment. I like switching my car every 2 to 3 years. I like having the newest and the greatest. Now, in 12 years, when all 3 of my kids are driving, yeah, I'm probably going to want a paid off car. But for now...
See, some people, like somebody like her, like I said, I don't know, maybe she's a single mom, but they can't risk having a paid off car, something that breaks down. That's what a lot of people use as excuses. They don't want their car to break down. And like she said, at least she's being honest. If you like to switch cars, it's smart to probably lease. I'm not sure if she's leasing on that, but if you like to switch cars, it's best to lease. Other than that, you're gonna deal with a lot of negative equity. But you know, some people just don't mind, you know, having a car note. I mean, I can't argue with that. People do what they do. If you can afford the car note, it makes sense. Hey, I say do what you do, but a lot of people out here are signing up for car notes they can't afford. And just because they give you a loan don't mean you should take it. That's how I feel about it.
I don't mind having a car payment.
I have 3 car payments. Is it necessary? No. Does it bring me happiness? Yes. Do I sacrifice in other areas of my life in order to afford my 3 car payments? Yes, I do. This is the thing. You can have anything you want, but you cannot have everything you want yet.
Let's go. Miss E, how much did you put down today?
0 down.
0 down. And what is your monthly payment looking like?
700.
700 for 500 payments, ladies and gentlemen. You too can walk out in a brand new Corvette as well.
There it is, guys. I kind of switched it up and then went back to the car payments. Just something a little different to kind of change it up a little bit. But, you know, we got to be smart, like I always tell you guys. I hope we learned something from these people and from these videos. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.